Hello, coaches and basketball enthusiasts. Welcome to the Coach Carvalho podcast, the podcast that explores the world of statistically based basketball strategies and bone training methods. I'm Coach Carvalho, your host. In today's episode, I will examine why standard approaches to the game tend to favor teams with superior talent, explore key metrics like possession time, points per possession, and defensive disruption, and discuss how analytics-driven strategies can help coaches turn potential into consistent success. Along the way, I will share lessons from my coaching journey and break down the critical numbers that highlight why aligning a team's style of play with the metrics that truly matter is essential for success. During my time coaching overseas, my philosophy evolved as I gained a deeper appreciation for the numerical logic of the game. This shift led me to focus on building systems based on data designed to fit the unique strengths of the teams I coached, level the playing field, and increase our chances of success against more talented opponents. Defensively, I created specific rules to reduce opponents' possession time and limit their scoring efficiency. By targeting key players based on their impact on point production while maintaining offensive flow and balance, this system proved so effective that I earned the nickname Combo Defense's Doctor. Offensively, I developed a positionless transition style centered around constant ball and player movement. The goal was to exploit mismatches and force the opponent's top players into challenging defensive situations. This approach often resulted in drawing early fouls, sidelining key players, or compelling the opponent to switch to a zone defense. The cornerstone of this strategy was unpredictability, continuously adjusting defensive schemes and disguising our tactics throughout the game, making preparation against us significantly harder. These strategies allowed us to take control of games by leveraging data on the court, not by having the most talented players. These experiences have shaped the way I see basketball. Success isn't just about having the most talented players. It's about putting together smart strategies, paying attention to the details, and making sure everything gets executed the right way. Building a plan around the key metrics, focusing on what really matters, and sticking to it leads to results. The numbers from this season back this up. Favorites win around 80% of the games, but their success isn't only about talent. Teams like Auburn and Texas Tech are great examples. They've built systems that match their strengths and match the metrics that matter most. They lead in offensive efficiency because they know how to turn possessions into points by sticking to their plan. It's proof that strategy backed by numbers can be just as important, if not more, than raw talent. For underdog teams, though, trying to copy these systems without the same resources can be frustrating. The key is to focus on the things you can control, like disrupting the other team's rhythm, controlling the tempo, and making smart shot choices. Those are the areas where you can make a real difference. Defensive metrics make this clear. Houston holds opponents to just 55.3 points per game while limiting them to 40.6 shooting. Tennessee takes it even further, keeping opponents at an incredibly low 24.9 from three-point range. These numbers don't just look good on paper. They're proof of defensive systems designed to unsettle opponents, disrupt their rhythm, and force them into inefficiency. When a team adopts this mindset, it creates real chances to compete no matter the talent gap. Possession pace tells another important story. High possession teams like Cal Poly and Winthrop push the tempo, averaging close to 80 possessions per game. However, that approach only works when paired with efficiency in other core metric areas. Virginia takes a completely different route, slowing the game down to 62.1 possessions per game. By doing this, they force opponents into fewer opportunities and tighter margins for error. Controlling the pace like this for teams going up against talent-loaded rosters can mean the difference between a win and a loss. Another crucial metric is effective field goal percentage. Liberty leads the nation at 60.5. Showing how creating and converting high-quality opportunities can be more impactful than simply putting up more shots. This scoring efficiency can level the playing field for underdog teams, but excelling in one core metric isn't enough on its own. The combination of data-based strategies matters, lowering the other team's possession time and point production per possession to a point where they become vulnerable. That's what makes the biggest difference on the court. teams need to step out of the conventional mold to close the gap between favorites and underdogs. It takes courage to embrace analytics and move beyond the familiar. For coaches, even a close loss is still a loss. Analytics offers a way to change the game, not just for the coach, but also for the players and fans. The time to challenge the status quo is now, and the rewards of doing so are game changing. At Smart Hoops Analytics, we are ready to collaborate with you to take this leap with tools and insights designed to align your strategies with the metrics that truly matter. You can turn potential into results. Visit www.smarthoopsanalytics.com today and start transforming your team's approach. Well, coaches, that wraps up today's episode. If you found today's discussion insightful, we'd appreciate your support by leaving likes and comments on our podcast website. Your feedback helps us continue to deliver valuable content and attract potential sponsors. We also encourage you to share your insights and experiences with us, as they will help us improve future episodes. Your participation makes this podcast a community, and we value your contributions. Remember, you can access our podcast on various platforms, including TuneIn, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Player FM, and more. Coaches, I eagerly await you joining us for our next episode. Until next time, keep pushing boundaries, studying the numbers, and redefining the game. Stay tuned for more insights, and I'll see you in the next episode. This is Coach Carvalho signing off.